दोस्तों नमस्कार। दोस्तों आज हम बात करेंगे थोड़ा बहुत क्या मीटिंग बिजनेस चलाते हैं वक्त अगर यू आर इंचार्ज ऑफ समथिंग और प्रॉब्ली हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट, व्हाई हैविंग ए मॉर्निंग मीटिंग इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट एंड why we should do that. We should know that first why we should do a morning meeting. I will take you through why actually it is very essential, what all things we should cover and what all should be in our mind before doing the morning meeting. So let me take it through. पहला चीज है ये ऑपरेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन है। जब भी आप एक मॉर्निंग मीटिंग करते हो आप पूरा एक सिस्टम चला रहे हो, राइट? इट इज ए स्ट्रेटेजिक टूल्स टू रन योर सिस्टम। सो आप मॉर्निंग मीटिंग में एक सेट टाइम पे सो दैट आपका मैक्सिमम ऑक्यूपेंसी रहे, उसमें ज़्यादा आपका स्टाफ या मैनेजर अटेंड करे, क्योंकि आपको कम्युनिकेट करना टुगेदर बहुत इजी हो जाता है, आपको ऑपरेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन करना बहुत इजी हो जाता है। एक ही बार में सबको वो सेम मैसेज आप डिलीवर कर सकते हो। This is the first reasons to bring the operational coordination with efficiency. You use this meeting as a strategic tools. That's why you should have a regular morning meeting. I strongly suggest for this. Please try to have your morning meeting in a regular fixed time where you don't deviate too much and where your attendance will be maximum. That you should keep it in mind. Just for the sake of doing morning meeting, we are not supposed to do the morning meeting. Otherwise we'll be wasting our valuable time as well as our 10 people attending that meeting. They will be losing also their valuable time. आपको क्या होता है जब भी आदमी कोई ड्यूटी को आता है, we come with a limited energy within ourselves, right? हम पूरा दिन के लिए उतना ही एनर्जी लेके आ सकते हैं जितना हमारा बॉडी अलाउ करता है या माइंड अलाउ करता है। आफ्टर जनरली 4 o'clock हमारा माइंड में फैटिग आ जाता है कि आप वो कैरी नहीं कर पाते हो वो एनर्जी। इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल, ह्यूमनली इम्पॉसिबल, राइट? तो आपको जितना हो सके आप मॉर्निंग का अर्ली आवर्स में ही वो एजेंडा सेट कर देना चाहिए कि आप क्या क्या करने वाले हो, वो ताकि हर एक आदमी आपका टीम में वो बराबर कोऑर्डिनेट करके उसको कैरी कर पाए और जल्दी से जल्दी उसको निपटा पाए। अदरवाइज यू शुड keep a meeting in the evening time. That's for the next day. You should decide what is your best possible time or best suitable time. You can decide whether it is morning, afternoon, whatever times permits you. But you have to say if you are doing it the morning, that is best because you have the entire day to follow up on all those things. If you are doing in the evening, probably you are taking feedback of the morning time or afternoon time works, but you are setting an agenda for the next day. That should be your goal while doing the morning meeting. Then why we should do, it's you solve a lot of problem, right? You solve lot of things. For customer you solve problem, for vendors you solve problem, probably for the staff you do solve problem, probably for the accounting you do solve problem, probably for the sales you do solve problem. So it's meeting also need to be in that way where you are solving all kind of problems, right? You are setting an agenda and working towards that, and you are working towards a goal, and it actually energizes. And anything's coming on your way, you detect early also if you do morning meeting and you give quick attention to that over the meeting. Then all of you work together. Basically if I work something alone, it may take more time, but if I energize everybody and they work together as a team to solve that problem, it will be faster, right? Which may take probably 10 days will happen in one day. That is also one thing why you should do. Then team accountability, right? This is one reasons why you should do morning meeting. If you don't ask question to them or don't ask feedback from them, they will be not feeling that they are included in that, as well as they will be not feeling themselves that they are accountable for something. You should tell them you are capable of this. You should appreciate them, give assignment to them, as well as you should make them feel you are accountable for these things, and this is your strength, this is your weakness. Probably you work with this, and if you need support, this person will help you. Like that we can always make somebody accountable for whatever you are giving. It's not a training program or something. You are not working with a junior guy, you are working with almost managers or somebody who is accountable. You should tell them very clearly that you are accountable for these things, and somehow you make sure that this is done perfectly and best possible ways. Then communication enhancements, of course, by doing morning meeting they know what to speak, how to speak. Not only about language I am talking about. Probably people, you have limited time to do meeting, right? You will not continue the meeting for 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours. You will do hardly for 20 minutes to 30 minutes or probably maximum 1 hour. That is also too much as per me, but it needed you do up to 1 hour. But still, if you are valuable, speak up to 1 hour. But still people should learn how to concise the message and speak. They have to learn how to articulate, right? What all things to speak, what not to speak, everything. They enhance the communication overall ways, right? They know how to speak, they know what to speak, they know how to concise, they know how to articulate. Everything will come in. So it's very important that you do regular morning meetings so that everybody energizes and they start doing better communications. And of course sometimes you can motivate, you can bring a lot of example uh, to motivate them and give them leadership quality, right? So you are already a leader. If you are doing a chairing a meeting, you are already a leader, but you have to inculcate leadership qualities in other also. Then you have to motivate them. In hospitality, yesterday I have visited one hotel example. The product is so good. It's like exceptional. It's a five-star hotel. I have been in like Airport Road in Bangalore. It's very nice, newly developed. There were a lot of hypes about the hotels, very colorful. I have read articles in all the newspaper magazines. There are a lot of reels I have watched. Finally, I decided to go. When I went there, I felt like okay, it is very good property, one of the best property I have seen probably. But in terms of hospitality and service, everything was missing. When I realized to just see a room, I have to wait 15 minutes. After that, also nothing happened. I have to go and ask. It's like pathetic, right? Owner can invest or somebody can invest, investor can invest a lot of money and build a property, but if the hospitality is missing, it's almost zero, right? Especially in India, if hospitality is not there, probably the hotel business or hospitality business will not run so greatly. Over the time we will come to know lot. AI is also coming up, right? There may be a different altogether these things, but mindset of the customer for India especially, it's still they need that touch and feel of the hospitality. So of course we have to motivate the people, we have to make them realize that they are leaders, and we look forward for the real hospitality that way, and what all things we can or our team can do to do best in hospitality. So we have to keep motivating. I'll give you a small example. See what is hospitality. When I am talking about hospitality, I'll just add on what is hospitality actually. One of my friend, he was telling he has visited one of the Taj hotels. So when he entered, his wife were having little bit of cough. Okay. So while after checking in, suddenly they came with a hot toddy to the room. So they were surprised to see that what kind of service they have never asked for this. They realized what is actually happening. Based on that, during check-in itself, somebody has identified what is their need. It's a intangible things, right? Without asking, they just fill it and they just send it something to your room. That's called proper hospitality. Without asking even, they are getting service. That's why Taj is Taj. Everybody keep telling that, but this is just a small example. We need to inculcate and bring that culture through morning meetings, because we don't have too much of time to spend with everybody one by one. You can do it if possible, but if you don't have time, of course I'm sure you will be not having so much of time. If you are heading a department, you need to look after a lot of things, or if you are heading an entire probably hotel, or probably if you are heading an entire chain, your time is precious. So you have to ensure that kind of in very concise way you deliver more things. This is probably one platform, the meeting, where you can give more information, or probably you can motivate and show their leadership quality and show their accountability, what they are actually for. Then you can actually in meeting you can discuss about your previous day revenue, probably your budget, probably your MIS, you probably your sale, probably your APC. You may discuss any kind of data which your real data you can discuss with your entire team. Probably you can ask little bit of cross question also, so that they also get used to it there, and they also cross check by themselves, so that tomorrow it's easy for you to, like, it's very easy when everybody knows, right? It's very difficult to train and tell everybody and ask for something. It's kind of demanding. You should not do that. You ask questions, just they feel interested, they check by themselves, where you get extended support for your overall experience, right? GM should work like a guide in that meeting. You should set some example. Okay, this is the goalpost, this is where we want to go, right? Then overall you need to discuss about your guest experience also. What all things you are doing for the guest, probably who all are VIP, who all are handle with care guests, probably who all are like, there are different kind of guests, right? there may be a single lady, there may be a family, there may be a business traveler. So everybody has different needs, or probably you have some complaints also from the customer. It may be related to back pass, it may be related to AC, it may be related to TV, whatever it is. You have to work towards improving the guest experience. What all things you do, you discuss in the meeting. Probably you need to see how you cannot only give a temporary relief. You should always work for giving a like concrete solution, like permanent solutions. Of course, if the AC is not working, why it is not working, what is the permanent solution for this? So always we should work for bringing permanent solution or improvement. I was telling to my colleagues today, like, yeah, we are done with the hospitality. Probably in terms of our product and other things, we already have a very good decent product. It's not only about having a very good product which is like exceptional. It's of course feel good when you have the best of the product in the market, but apart from the product, the hospitality things has to be different. You have to think differently. You cannot simply give the same thing whatever others are doing. Example, I was telling housekeeping. You give only like okay, towel art. Everybody is doing. What else we can do differently? Which is not only towel art, probably evening service. No, it's everybody is. Let us do that. That's very important. What else extra we can do to bring more hospitality into the system? We need to keep thinking regularly. We should allow everyone to brainstorm little bit and come to a conclusion and new things which probably may be impactful to anybody. We should always do it, as per me. Then team spirit is very important. Of course, the meetings make persons proactive also. Then you set certain kind of high standard, all those things. And of course, as I said, common goals, right? You work for a common goals where like everybody is in like one directions. The morning meeting set a directions probably. Otherwise, you don't know what manager is doing what. You don't have a proper agenda. They know this is my agenda, these are the 5 points probably I need to follow for the day. You will follow aggressively on that. You will have a better results, as I said earlier. After 4 o'clock, people are not so productive. They are simply on the duty. It's not only in hotel or somewhere. It's in any other organizations. Whoever has come for morning shift probably is already exhausted by 4 o'clock. That's why they need that tea coffee boost, right? So I suggest set an agenda as early as possible with all those pointers. Then stay calm, compose, follow up everything with the team and detect everything on time, and let's your team as well as you work together to build up the most successful and good business. That's all for the day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestion or feedback, please do mention in the comment feedback. We'll be happy to come back to with reply or a new video. Thank you so much.